His silence was the worst. Muffled shouting through thin walls, then a child's sharp cry cut short by a sickening thud. After that, nothing. Just ringing emptiness louder than screams. Patch sat frozen at his kitchen table, knuckles white around cold coffee, listening to the void next door. For months he'd heard the fights from 2B, but lately they'd gained a terrible new note, a little girl's fear. He'd glimpsed her in the hallway, tiny, straw-haired, wide watchful eyes,
Hey there!
never smiling.
Need a hand?
Always
hi.
long
No, I've got it,
sleeves,
thanks.
even in
All right
summer.
then. Have a good one.
Once he saw Rick yank her arm, revealing a dark plum-colored bruise before she flinched and hid it, her terrified gaze meeting his. Patch was a mechanic who fixed engines and wheels, but this brokenness had no wrench. He kept to himself, avoided trouble after a hard past. Yet the silence screamed. He began watching their routine. Rick stomped out at 6 a.m. for construction. Sarah left later for her grocery job, shoulders hunched, eyes down. That left Lily alone with him evenings, when the worst happened. Patch kept his door cracked, listening. He saw Lily once on the stairs, clutching a worn teddy bear, frozen until she spotted him and bolted inside. Another time Rick dragged her to the car, snarling, "Get up. Stop being clumsy." She stayed silent, face blank from practice. Calling cops felt useless. Rick would charm them, Sarah would freeze, Lily would be silenced, and retaliation would follow worse. The breaking point came on a rainy Tuesday. Rick home early, drunk, raging. Glass shattered, Sarah shrieked. Then his cold threat, "Tell anyone and I'll put you both in the ground." The reply that shattered Patch, a tiny, trembling whisper, "I'm sorry, Daddy." That plea tore through his walls. He couldn't stay a bystander. Confronting Rick alone meant disaster. Police were a gamble. This needed something overwhelming. He called a number unused for years. Bear, Hell's Angels chapter president. "It's Patch. I need help, not for me." He described the abuse, bruises, the fresh threat, the child's broken apology. Heavy silence, then Bear's ice-cold voice, "Apartment 2B. You sure?" Patch confirmed. "Don't move. Don't call anyone. We're coming." Soon the street vibrated with approaching thunder, dozens of Harleys rolling in disciplined waves. They parked in precise rows, headlights slicing darkness. Leather-vested men dismounted silently, arms crossed, sealing the block. Bear knocked. Patch pointed to 2B. No warning. The enforcer kicked the door, wood exploded inward. Rick stood over Lily, hand raised, Sarah cowered in tears. Rick spun. Who the hell? Bear ignored him entirely, knelt slowly before the terrified girl. "Hey little one. Name's Bear. Heard you might need a ride outta here." Rick lunged forward, stopped dead by a single hand to his chest, like hitting concrete. He saw the wall of patched men blocking escape and deflated, rage draining into fear. "Bear, eyes gentle, no one's hurting you again. Promise." Lily hesitantly touched his winged skull patch. Bear told Sarah, "Get her things. Important ones. You're both leaving." Sarah moved fast, hope sparking. Outside, 100 idling engines rumbled like protection. Police arrived to calm aftermath. With countless witnesses, Rick went to prison long-term. The club relocated Sarah and Lily safely, found better work, became their silent guardians, resolving landlord issues, fixing cars, a wall of leather and chrome. Patch joined them, first prospect, then patched member. He became Uncle Patch, teaching teenage Lily oil changes, watching haunted eyes turn bright and confident. At her high school graduation, Bear wiped a hidden tear. Lily's speech, "You can choose your family. Mine rode thunder and chrome on my darkest night, showing me real strength and love." The tale became, quiet legend. Justice arrives unexpectedly, angels sometimes wear leather and ride Harleys. Sarah turned advocate at a shelter, don't give up hope. Help can come from anywhere, sometimes on motorcycles. Years later, at the club's barbecue, Lily, now in law school, laughed by the fire pit. Patch watched, content. Bear gripped his shoulder. "You did good, brother. Courage isn't fearless, it's refusing to let fear win. Sometimes it's one gut decision, one call through a wall, that saves lives and builds family from strangers." Heroes hide in plain sight. Mechanics, bikers, quiet neighbors who listen, refuse to look away, and act.